What's going on YouTube? It's Donnie B all day. Alright, so I have something special for you today. Unlike some of my last videos where I gave you a couple things I didn't like, I'm bringing you something that I love. This is my first ever cold steel knife. This one I've had for a bunch of years now. And I don't know if you can tell there, but this thing I use a lot. I've done a ton of throwing with it, ton of cutting with it. I used to keep it in my what do you call it, my camelback. Whenever I went hiking, this always came with me. This thing looks brand new out of the box. The only wear on this entire thing is right here where it says Kobun. Some of that printing is fading, and that's after years of using this thing. It's awesome. The Kobun is it's like 10 inches long. I want to say 5.5 inches, 5.5 inch blade, and the blade has the armor piercing tip. It is a cold steel tanto, and cold steel makes, quote me on this, some of the best tantos in the entire world. It is something that they just do right. It's like the Corvette, you know what I mean? Chevy can't screw that up. This is it. This one is fantastic. Now, it's fantastic for what it's made for, especially. If I went and tried to chop with this, the thing is so freaking light and so well balanced to be able to throw and whatnot that chopping is just not going to happen with a blade like this. You can carve. It has a 90-degree spine, so you can throw spark with it if you need to. You can feather stick with it. You can do all the typical stuff. Oh, this cardboard is soaking wet. I was going to try and give you a nice cut, but look at that. It's just garbage wet. Oh well, too bad. You don't get to see cardboard cut, and I know that's what really distinguishes a bad knife from a good one. So anyway, what I am going to do is show you some of the things this knife is good at. One of the thing, because that's not plural or anything. One of the things that this thing is especially good at is fighting. This knife is an absolute fighting knife. It is a killer blade. It is made to stick and twist and disembowel and cut open, and it's a killer. This is an absolute killer of a tanto, and we're gonna go have some fun, so come with me. Okay, so here we are at the stump. I believe so much in this knife that there's not a lot that I think I should do to try and prove it, because it proves itself. The strong tip is good for prying. I mean, I can pry all day with this thing and have zero worries. It is a beast, and it has tremendous flexibility to it. So I'm not worried if I see the blade bending. I'm not worried about it. I'm going to keep on going because it's going to snap right back. I like to do the water bottle thing with some of these small sharp knives. Today I'm going to use a Arizona can. I don't know if I'm going to be able to balance it on here, and that could create a problem, and the low angle might create a problem, but we'll see what we can do here. Well, as you can see, I mean, that's just no task, you know, is a real challenge for this thing as far as cutting is concerned. You just wipe off some of the water here. It is a beautiful piece. Now you'll notice this is crazy thin. What makes it workable being so skinny is that the textured grip, this knurled, I know they have a special, they don't call it rubber, they have a special name for it, which I'm going to tell you in a minute. And after saying that, I hope you forget that I said I'm going to tell you, because I have no idea what it's called. It's comfortable. The grip is just awesome. It is it's so good that I mean, just, I don't know, it's freaking good. What do you want from me? It's cold steel. You'll notice it's got knurling here and like little slash cuts there. and even on the rear, it's got some slash cuts. You're not going to use this part. But holy crap. I mean, for a little tiny Tonto and for something so lightweight, it is, it's pretty badass. So let's go do some more stuff here. Okay, so I pointed out the armor piercing tip, but, you know, I believe that telling and showing are two different things. So I'm going to puncture this metal paint can lid. Now remember, Knight's armor was pretty thin because they needed to be able to swing around. So this is gonna replicate a good thin Knight's armor. I should probably put it on something more solid. And this blade makes very, very short work of that light steel. And the blade, I think it even just cleaned it. You know what I mean? It was dirtier than this when I started that. And not only did it go through without damaging it, I think it actually made it prettier. How's that for some shit? All right, without trying to drop you guys, I have a piece here that I'd cut before. And this thing, such a nice job cutting down and shaving wood. And for bushcrafting skills, it's not made for it, but it can easily handle it. So what we're going to do now is get through some of this stuff. I'm going to do some real short ones because I just keep knocking them off here. But you'll be able to see in a second. I'll just do a few. I mean, tell me how fine those are, man. That is just fine. You do a whole bunch of that crap, pretty soon you have the base of a good fire. It's just cutting straight through this stuff like nothing. It's just fantastic. It's obviously a fighting knife and not a bushcraft knife, but I can do anything with this except chop it. It's not a chopper, so let's keep going here. All right, I told you it's not a chopper, and I meant it, but I want to see anyway, just for the hell of it, with the 1-inch forest that's, you know, it's about an inch left. Let's see if we could just take something down here. I'm going to try this long guy. Yeah, am I still in frame? I hope so. Here we go. And it's not a chopper. I hope I was in frame. I can't see because of the glare. If I wasn't, I used this to knock down this. I really did. So, I don't know if you guys caught that, but Donnie B all day punched it. I actually hit that with my knuckle. So I'm gonna actually try to use this thing since I'm not reviewing my fingers today. Yeah. Yeehaw. So anyway, I should probably send this back through some more steel to clean it up because I just got it dirty doing that. Fucking Kobun. All right, here we are. I told you it's a thrower. So, but I also told you that showing is better than telling. So rather than just tell you that it throws, I'm gonna throw it, okay? Back up here. Yes, sir. Cool. Oh yeah, that got in there. That got in there nice and deep. Let's try that again since it went so nice the first time. Oh man, I love this thing. I love this thing. I've loved it for years. I'm gonna love it for a bunch of more years. Oh man, I'll tell you what. I could literally do this all day. This is very fun to throw. It's the cold steel Kobun. It's not just a made-up word. It actually means something. It had to do a lot with like rank and in the old days, in the ancient times during war. The word kind of meant like soldier, and it is a soldier of a knife. This thing is a battle lines blade. I know because of its lack of weight, a lot of guys will carry this overseas just because it's something that they can keep on that you can keep on yourself without weighing you down. The sheath comes with like a boot clip on the back. Nearly useless as far as that's concerned. However, it does have holes all the way through that you can attach with, you know, like lanyard stuff. You could put paracord on there and attach it to anything. Or you can even get some of those accessories that are like multi-fit for a belt loop. But this thing is just great. I mean, you can literally, you could probably wear it like a pencil. You know what I mean? Because it's so light, and just keep it above your ear and wear it that way. It is phenomenal. So if you're looking for not a good Tonto, but a great Tonto, you don't want to spend a lot of money. You want Aus 8 steel, you know, and you want something that's going to last the test of time and just be an absolute killer of a working, throwing, just good-looking knife. Buy this. It's everything that cold steel cracks their crack up to be, you know, craps their crack up to be. I think I meant cracks their crap up to be. When I get excited, I'm all bubble mouthed, and I'm so excited. So anyway, check it out. If you happen to see one at the store, and you got a few bucks in your pocket, grab one, play with it, enjoy it. You're gonna love it. I am Donnie B all day, and until next knife.